Israel, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, under commanding General Yohana, presents the Lord's 55th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 55th Annual Passover is rapidly approaching. Commanding General Yohana is calling for all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Israel, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, under commanding General Yohana, presents the Lord's 55th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 55th Annual Passover is rapidly approaching. Commanding General Yohana is calling for all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to remember what the Lord did for us by saving us from our oppressors and choosing us to be a special people unto Him, the real Jews and Israelites. Passover will be held in Durham, North Carolina. Pay your Passover fee. Anyone 17 years of age or older must pay $200. Come and enjoy fresh lamb, unleavened bread, and the Spirit of Christ. Can't wait to see you all there, Israel. Shalom.
Cabins on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us.
Israel, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, under commanding General Yohana, presents the Lord's 55th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 55th Annual Passover is rapidly approaching. Commanding General Yohana is calling for all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to remember what the Lord did for us by saving us from our oppressors and choosing us to be a special people unto Him, the real Jews and Israelites. Passover will be held in Durham, North Carolina. Pay your Passover fee. Anyone 17 years of age or older must pay $200. Come and enjoy fresh lamb, unleavened bread, and the Spirit of Christ. Can't wait to see you all there, Israel. Shalom.
Cabins on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us.
My true love's here.
Surrounded by Edomites, lost a lot of truth to this tree of life. Open up the book just to see I'm right. Reminiscing on my ancestors, on those ships who had to plead for life. Took us to a place where ain't never safe there. Poisoning our foods and put our children up in daycare. Fresh out of slavery, still thinking that they care. Guns in the community, children can't play there. Brothers still brainwashed, we died for that same cost. Took away our history, believing that we ain't lost. Brother, I'm an Israelite, sin is like kryptonite. Brothers won't pray, no, they'd rather link a chick tonight. Praises to the Most High, I ain't like most guys. Eyes on the future, but I learned from a boat ride. Tribe of Benjamin, inherited on both sides. Background Jamaica, mistreated and I know why. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we're Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
Kwam Yasha Allah, sons of the power. Rise from the ghetto when Satan want us devoured. The seal of the Lord ain't found in church towers. Never dying on my knees like no coward. Wanna be an Israelite, you gon' need more than fringes. You gon' need to show you approve and get in them scriptures. Oh, I forgot to mention, traumatized from the lynching. Homicide, we the victim, Amistad ain't the ending. Kids with PTSD, suffering symptoms, never getting treatment, something he gotta sleep with. Stockholm syndrome so long that it ain't a secret. That's why I die for them brothers I'm facing east with. Cause I'm an Israelite, crackers better get it right. Visions of my enemies, death flow through my dreams at night. And if your mind ain't there, then we don't dream alike. Reporting live from hell, home of Christians and Edomites.
I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
While they play the sidelines, comfortable on benches. Catch me on the front lines, putting work in trenches. Making sure our election, preparing for Armageddon. Mastering this profession of prophesying these lessons. Protecting our adolescents and answering all their questions. Teaching the love they reflection, no matter what the complexion. We got a common connection, a part of God's hand selection. A shot at the resurrection, through us achieving perfection. But to give life takes sacrifice. Battle demons every fight. Short days and long nights. Less sleep and more fights. More wisdom, more strife. Telling everybody that they wrong and you're right. I'm an Israelite, blood of an Israelite. I ride for my Israelites and die for my Israelites. We owe a debt cause Christ paid the price. So who ready to give their life the life of an Israelite?
I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites. I'm an Israelite, die for my Israelites. Blood of the Israelites, cry for my Israelites. Going through it cause we Israelites. Kwam Yashra Allah to all my Israelites.
Israel, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, under commanding General Yohana, presents the Lord's 55th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 55th Annual Passover is rapidly approaching. Commanding General Yohana is calling for all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to remember what the Lord did for us by saving us from our oppressors and choosing us to be a special people unto Him, the real Jews and Israelites. Passover will be held in Durham, North Carolina. Pay your Passover fee. Anyone 17 years of age or older must pay $200. Come and enjoy fresh lamb, unleavened bread, and the Spirit of Christ. Can't wait to see you all there, Israel. Shalom.
Cabins on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us.
Israel, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, under commanding General Yohana, presents the Lord's 55th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 55th Annual Passover is rapidly approaching. Commanding General Yohana is calling for all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to remember what the Lord did for us by saving us from our oppressors and choosing us to be a special people unto Him, the real Jews and Israelites. Passover will be held in Durham, North Carolina. Pay your Passover fee. Anyone 17 years of age or older must pay $200. Come and enjoy fresh lamb, unleavened bread, and the Spirit of Christ. Can't wait to see you all there, Israel. Shalom.
Cabins on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us.
Fake love, real hate.
One West.
But we set apart, nigga.
They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you there, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. Oh, you can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you. Fuck a fake friend, show is over, close the curtain. Told you that they loved you, laughed at you when you was hurting. One thing about that UPK, this brotherhood for certain. Dress you up in all black, urge you up to put that work in. Same niggas that was on the block putting that work in, abandon that lifestyle, cause now I know my purpose. Coming from a place where a black man life is worthless. 400 plus years, yeah, living out them curses. I blame the so-called leaders in the churches. Was supposed to save our soul, instead they led us to the hearses. Backstabbed and betrayed by the people you would die for. Your family ain't family, the so-called friends switch sides on you. Cracker take a knee on your neck, whispering die, boy. So I stay strapped with the Kaepernick, that's the firearm. Gotta watch your back, you know them demons out here lurking. If I don't know shit, then I know one thing for certain. Look, they hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you there, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you. They hate you when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you there, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you.
I say fuck the fake love and disloyal behavior. Brotherhood is a weapon, but bitch niggas is contagious. Hating your elevation instead of hitting the pavement. Watching your every move and never give motivation. Situational friendships get way with adversity. And these days, just a little bit of your kindness a luxury. I'd rather you keep your distance, be a fuck nigga too close to me. Prefer to fuck with fear niggas than house niggas with notes on me. Get a shirt off my back for devoted niggas with loyalty. I notice the lack of devoted niggas that's trustworthy if you ain't in no black. Ranked up, I'd give two fucks for free. Death before dishonor is a must. It ain't no choice for me, I'm bred different. Was never one to die, just bullshit, I'm fed different. Fuck all the information out of pulpits, I'm led different. Been taught to follow a code. Israel law, statutes, commandments, freely given, never sold, nigga.
They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you there, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you.
Can you see me? Can you see me? Oh, no, maybe you can't. I don't see nothing on my screen. What is going on? All right, hold on. We have some technical difficulties. I see everybody in the chat, but I don't see myself up on the screen. I'm not exactly sure why. Hold on, let's see what we got going on here. Can y'all hear me at least? If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. The screen is tripping. I don't got no 1s coming in. Can I see me on X? Lost connection, trying to reconnect. All right, so y'all can hear me. Can y'all see me at least? Can you see me? Because I can't see me. Can't see you though. Okay, got you. Con. All right, well, give me a second. Let me throw some more music on and we're going to go back in there. Figure out what the hell going on real quick.
Israel, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, under commanding General Yohana, presents the Lord's 55th annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 55th annual Passover is rapidly approaching. Commanding General Yohana is calling for all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to remember what the Lord did for us by saving us from our oppressors and choosing us to be a special people unto Him, the real Jews and Israelites. Passover will be held in Durham, North Carolina. Pay your Passover fee. Anyone 17 years of age or older must pay $200. Come and enjoy fresh lamb, unleavened bread, and the Spirit of Christ. Can't wait to see you all there, Israel. Shalom.
Cabins on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us.
Fake love, real hate.
One West.
But we set apart, nigga.
They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you. Fuck a fake friend, show is over, close the curtain. Told you that they loved you, laughed at you when you was hurting. One thing about that UPK, this brotherhood for certain. Dress you up in all black, urge you up to put that work in. Same niggas that was on the block putting that work in. Abandon that lifestyle, cause now I know my purpose. Coming from a place where a black man life is worthless. 400 plus years, yeah, living out them curses. I blame the so-called leaders in the churches. Was supposed to save our soul, instead they led us to the hearses. Backstabbed and betrayed by the people you would die for. Your family ain't family, so-called friends switch sides on you. Cracker take a knee on your neck, whisper and die, boy. So I stay strapped with the Kaepernick, that's the firearm. Gotta watch your back, you know them demons out here lurking. If I don't know shit, then I know one thing for certain, look. They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you. They hate you when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking
I
with
say
you.
fuck the fake love and disloyal behavior. Brotherhood is a weapon, but bitch niggas is contagious. Hating your elevation instead of hitting the pavement. Watching your every move and never give motivation. Situational friendships get way with adversity. And these days, just a little bit of your kindness a luxury. I'd rather you keep your distance, be a fuck nigga too close to me. Prefer to fuck with fear niggas than house niggas with notes on me. Get a shirt off my back for devoted niggas with loyalty. I notice the lack of devoted niggas that's trustworthy. If you ain't in no black, ranked up, I'd give two fucks for free. Death before dishonor is a must. It ain't no choice for me. I'm bred different. Was never one to die, just bullshit. I'm fed different. Fuck all the information out of pulpits. I'm led different. Been taught to follow a code. Israel law, statutes, commandments, freely given, never sold, nigga. Yeah.
They hate it when you up, but love it when you down. Love you when you dead, but hate you while you living. Only make a mention when it's beneficial. You can't keep it solid, I ain't fucking with you.
All right, shalom, Israel. I can see me. I see me now. All right, if you can hear me and see me, all right, go ahead and give me a 1. Give me a 1 in the chat if you can hear me and see me, all right. I don't see the other chat there. All right, we are live up on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Instagram. We are live on X. We were live on TikTok, but TikTok is not going to be able to see the screen. So we're going to have to work a little bit hard at the drawing board to figure out how to add them in so they can see everything that we're seeing. But I'm working on it. But shalom, it's good to see everybody in there. Let's clap it up. We got ones coming in. All right. So wow, that's the wild. We got ones coming in. I think we are good to go now. What happened to my... Oh, there it is. The screen tripping, but we up. All right, we got ones coming in. We up everywhere. All right, there go my brother there. What's going on? I see that 2 out of 1. I see that. All right. All right, we're going to do a little roll call to see who all we got in here. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West 125th Street out of Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. And since 1969, we have been teaching the truth of the Bible, that all blacks, Latinos, so-called Native Indians, are God's chosen people. You are the Israelites. You are the main character in this story here in this book here. It's all about you. It's all about you. You are the biggest secret, biggest lie ever told in the world. was about your identity and who you are, and everybody in on it. Everybody in on it. Everybody took part in it. Everybody got their hands dirty. Everybody knows who you are except for you. So if you are in here tonight, the water for you being in here tonight with us. This is the Lashawan Qadash class where we come and learn our language. We come and learn our language. Before we get off those slave ships, we had a language. You feel me? Before our brothers and sisters were speaking English, we had a language. Before that, before they started speaking, before our brothers and sisters started speaking Spanish, we had another language. You know what I'm saying? When Columbus, when that tyrannical, diabolical monster, that genocidal assaulter, and I'm trying to be PC about the way that I describe him. When he got over here, he arrived with Hebrew scholars that knew the Hebrew language, because he knew who was over here and who he was coming to enslave and capture. You feel me? So again, everybody knows who we are, except for us, and this is where we come to learn what we get. So the water for everybody being up in here. First and foremost, what's going on, Adawan?
Salaki, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I don't see you on the screen, but I can hear you.
I'm back up in my settings. Go ahead and
I got you.
take me down real quick. I'll come back.
All right, so the water, everybody being here, let's go ahead and give a little shout out to everybody that's in here right now. I don't see any particular names on Facebook, but I may have the wrong Facebook in there. So by all means, I can see the comments though. So put your city name and state in so I know who I'm addressing. The water for everybody joining us tonight. Y'all heard that intro coming in. The intro we use for this class right here is Officer Nakawan. You know what I'm saying? And not only is he one of the hottest, rawest artists in Israel, he also is a craftsman. So shout out to him, the water out of one for this glorious headpiece that he made for me. You know what I'm saying? So by all means, y'all make sure y'all get ready for the Passover. I'm trying to make sure I am. So I just wanted to shout him out for that. And if you haven't already, make sure y'all download that Tribe Vibes. Make sure y'all download that Tribe Vibes. I got you, Aqua, for I am about to throw the link in there right now. Make sure y'all download that Tribe Vibes for all the new music. It was a slug of music drop this week. You know what I'm saying? You had King Thomas, Harmony. I mean, they dropped the whole slug. I think Shar got dropped. Officer Shar. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you got a variety to choose from, and it's all fire. Best believe it is all fire. I'm about to get ready to drop a link inside of the chat for those that want to join. For the Lashawan Qadash class, we try to have a more traditional classroom setting. That way, you know what I'm saying? Again, we can not only practice, but we can, I know y'all take them splendid notes, but that way, you know what I'm saying? We can practice how we pronounce it, how we read, spell it, the whole nine, you know what I'm saying? So again, it's a more classroom vibe just to make it more effective. Yeah, how about Shimmy Shabbaraka? What's going on, out of one?
How about you, Shabbatka? What's good with you?
I see you up there shining, out of one. If you up there shining, where look, I thought I was doing something. You up there doing something too.
So Salaki, if I could, right? I think we started out Officer Nakawan out of Louisiana. That brother is excellent brother.
I just shouted him out too, out of one.
As you all can see, right? That brother does excellent work. So I'm a guard, you know, they say confession. I mean, the Bible says confession is good for the soul. So I'm not gonna wear my war crown this. So you updated your Facebook. I believe it was your page. And with that awesome crowd, where I cannot hold this back because I know this brother's gonna be out here shining tonight. So I'm gonna have to try to match that energy.
Both sides of Christ, man. Both sides of Christ. Now, Officer Nakawan, you know what I'm saying? He do his thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he is a very talented brother. Now I'm just waiting on me old nice red garment to go with it. Waiting on me old nice red garment, hint, you know what I'm saying, to go with it. And we're gonna be in there. We're gonna be in there.
She is definitely,
I like that.
She's definitely in the building. She understands.
I see. You know what I'm saying? But let's give everybody a shout out who here. Yahweh Shemadathon Bashim Yahweh Shah. Aqua for I in the building. Yahweh Shemadathon Bashim Yahweh Shah. Aqua Diana is in the building. Who else we got in here? We also got Agwap Aisha. Yahweh Shemalathan Bashim Yahweh Shai. Who else? Make sure I don't miss anybody. Again, I can't see your name if you've checked in on Facebook. I saw somebody say they couldn't hear me out of one. They can see me. So somebody on Facebook. And we got like three Facebooks up, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you put your name in there so I know, you know what I'm saying, who it was. Yahabashim Yahweh Barakatah. We got Officer Carl Sapar in the building as well. The chat is the link is in the chat on the YouTube. The link is in the chat on YouTube if you want to join in class. Again, and even if you can't get on the video screen, that's fine. We can hear you on audio so we can practice and go over that as well. That'd be great. And hey, it's good to see everybody. This is the Lashawan Qadash class. Y'all haven't seen me in a couple of weeks, so salakia for that. So tonight we're gonna do a little bit more of a review style, and then we're gonna pick up where we kind of left off at with the introduction of the 12 tribes. If we have time tonight, we might try to get into that Genesis 49, and start reading a little bit of that in Hebrew. Just to break that down. If not, we'll put a pin in it. But that's gonna be the course of the class probably for the next, you know what I'm saying, couple of weeks, month or so, just so we get real familiar with those 12 tribes. You know what I'm saying? We get real familiar with those 12 tribes. We know where they're coming from, what part of the region of the country, of the America that they're hailing at now. You know what I'm saying? And again, we know who our brothers and our sisters are. I've been on that Duolingo, trying to get good with Spanish as well. You know what I mean? So that way, when I come in contact with our brothers and sisters, I'm able to communicate a little bit more efficiently. If you don't know, Captain Natazat Nishah, you know what I'm saying? If you don't know, is a man of many priest of many talents. You know what I'm saying? So like in this Hebrew class, we strive to be like Officer Yarash, Captain Natazat Nishah, and also in that and when it comes to that Spanish, you know what I'm saying, I'm working on trying to get up there with cap level out of one, you know what I'm saying, so I can speak to the Latino Northern Kingdom brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying, and we can be a little bit more effective, you know, and fishing.
What's on crack? Damn right. All right, so like we normally do, we're gonna go through the alphabet again. We're gonna go through a little bit more of a review since we haven't been in here in a little while. We're gonna do a little bit more of a review. We're gonna go from there. I got a couple things planned. We might do a quiz or two. It won't be nothing that y'all ain't familiar with. It won't be nothing too hard, too tough. I guarantee we're gonna go over everything we look at in the quiz prior to. So it won't be one of our major, you know what I'm saying, major quizzes where I give you the QR code and all that good old stuff. It'll be on screen. We'll ask for volunteers. And if you have any questions, by all means, type it in the chat. We are not your Christian church. So by all means, type it in the chat. We will address it. I'm going to try to stay on topic for the most part, so we won't delve off. We won't get off the highway too much, though, unless if it's off topic, considering this is a nice Lashawan Qadash class. All right, so with that being said, did you have anything out of one? You good to go.
All right, let me open this up a little bit so I can see you better. And we're going to go ahead and start presenting some of these screens. First thing we're going to go through is the alphabet. I know y'all got good notes. So if you need me to stop anywhere, if I'm going too fast, just let me know. We'll slow it down. But again, we just want to get a little bit of a refresher. Since we ain't been in here in a little minute. All right. Let me see if I can make that up. Well, that's actually huge. That ain't what I normally do. Hold on. Nope. A little rusty out of one. A little rusty. Let's get this screen straight. Hold on.
No sweat. Take your time.
Yeah, I ain't doing what I wanted to do. Well, that kind of sucks. Salakia. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. All right. Don't ask me how I did it out of one, but where we need to be at. All right. Starting out now in the Lashawan Qadash, the Lashawan. Who could tell me about raising your hand and saying Salakia. Who can tell me what Lashawan Qadash stands for? If you know what the Lashawan Qadash stands for, who can tell me what it stands for? Who knows? Who knows what Lashawan Qadash stands for?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Holy tongue.
Holy tongue. You got it. You got it, Akwafdian. Lashawan Qadash stands for the holy tongue. That holy tongue being separate just like we're supposed to be separate. The Most High confused the languages. You know what I'm saying? He confused the languages again because to make sure that we were divided, because when we all got together, we got just as wicked as the other folks. We got just as wicked as the other folks. And the more we integrate with these other people, the more we combine ourselves with these other nations, the more we lose who we are. You feel me? And it's strength. It's strength in our language. It's strength in let's say B. It's strength in our language. It's strength in who we are. It's strength in our culture and our heritage. You know what I'm saying? And again, and the same way how we're strength in those things is weakness. It's weakness. The more that we are, the more we subscribe, or you know what I'm saying, the more we mimic and be like the other nations. It's a weakness that goes along with that as well. You feel me? So did I do that out of one, or you did that? You good? You to what?
What?
Okay. I didn't know if I had hit it or not. I just want to make sure.
I did that. I'm working on it.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, Salakia. All right. So again, so a strength. This is that this Lashawan Qadash is very, very important in how we communicate amongst each other, how we carry out these laws, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? So again, the water for everybody being here. And let's get it. First off, we have I. We have I. All of our characters in our language are consonants. You're gonna hear that I sound on all of them except for I. You feel me? Except for I. Other than that, you're gonna hear that I sound. And our characters, they mean something. So, and for example, this I right here, this I on your left, you have it in the ancient, because that's the language, that's the way that we wrote our characters and so forth. Then we had the Greek captivity. After that Greek and the Syrian, the captivities, we went into slavery. Again, we started writing the Assyrian is what you'll see on that right hand side. And most of our records are going to be in that Assyrian. You will see, especially when you get like to that Newer Testament, it's going to be in that Greek, going to be in that Assyrian. So we study and learn both of them, so that way we'll be efficient, and we can read both of them when we're reading that Bible. We'll be able to decipher that Bible. So on that left, you have the ancient. You have the character of that I on top. You have the pronunciation of it on the bottom left-hand corner. On the right-hand side, you have it in the Assyrian. You have it in the Assyrian, and that's going to be I. That I stands for alap, or cow, or cattle. And you can almost kind of see the cattle in the picture, that pictorial representation of it on top of that on your left-hand side. Now, I won't break all of them down like that. This is, again, just to give everybody a background of what the characters mean and what they're seeing on screen. And if you have any questions while we get through it, just let me know. It's going to be tomorrow. All right, so we have I on your left and the ancient, and I on your right and the Assyrian. Next up is going to be Ba. It's going to be Ba. You have Ba on your left and the ancient, and you have Ba on your right in the Assyrian. And that Ba on your right, I'm sorry, Salakia, that Ba stands for Bayath. Bayath, or tent. Bayath, or tent. Next up is the Ga. Next up is Ga. You have Ga on your left in the ancient, and then Ga on your right in the Assyrian. That Ga stands for Gamal, or camel. Gamal, or camel. So you'll have how you pronounce it in the Hebrew, which is Gamal, and in the English that means camel. All right. Next up is going to be Da. It's going to be Da. You have Da on your left in the ancient. You have Da on your right in the Assyrian. That Da stands for Dalah. Not only does that Da, you also see that Da when you see us wear our shield. We get a lot of haters. We get a lot of haters. We get a lot of detractors. I'll call them detractors tonight. You know what I'm saying? Detractors and scoffers that say we worship Satan. That's a star, Molech, and everything else. You know what I'm saying? Not realizing or not caring about the fact that everything was stolen from us. And so when you see that da, and also contained with that is that Y, and then you flip it upside down, that's another da. This was the signet or the signature of King David. You feel me? This is the seal of Zion that we lost, and we got it back, and we rock it with pride now. We rock it with pride now, representing, you know what I'm saying, our king, our nation, representing our nation, you know what I'm saying, and what's to come. What's to come. They can call it a start now, but very soon they all gonna know exactly what they're looking at. So that's the da. That's the da. It stands for dalaf or door. Next up is going to be the ha. The ha. That ha, this is one of the characters that you will see pretty often. It's used a lot. It's actually used as a preposition and so forth. So you'll see that ha on the left is in the ancient. The ha on the right is in the Assyrian. Ha stands for hana or behold. Now some of these characters, especially in that Assyrian, because of their lack of everything, their lack of flavor, they kind of look alike. You know what I'm saying? Some of them in the Assyrian. This ha is one of them. It's going to look like your ka. It's going to look like your tha. You feel me? Or your ka. But we're going to break them down so you'll be able to see or be able to identify which one is which. All right. Next up is going to be the wa. It's going to be the wa. You have wa on your left in the ancient, and you have wa on your right in the Assyrian. That wa look very similar to that da, but there are some subtle differences to it. The da is a little bit longer on the top, about the same width-wise, and it's more straight on the top. But if it's handwritten, like you were seeing these characters here, again, it can be a little bit more harder to identify, which is why it is imperative that you study, you know what I'm saying? You study the Hebrew, just like you study the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Wa. That wa stands for fish hook. All right. Next up is going to be the za. It's going to be the za. That za stands for Zion or weapon. Stands for Zion or weapon. You have za on your left in the ancient. You have za on your right in the Assyrian, and you will see how that za looks just like the Z that we have in the English alphabet today. You feel me? They stole and hijacked everything. They stole everything. Give us no credit for anything, even though everything as far as civilization, the whole nine, all that comes from us. That's just how important you are to the whole world, to the whole of humanity. You feel me? Don't nothing move, shake, rattle, or roll without us. You know, like I said in the very beginning of the class, we are the only ones who don't realize that. Next character is going to be the ka. The ka. It's going to sound almost kind of like you're scratching the back of your throat when you say it. You'll see it looks very similar on that right in the Assyrian to the ha, but it's going to be connected straight, straight perpendicular. You know what I'm saying? On the back characters, a little bit curved on the front. That ka in the ancient looks almost like a fence. Why? Because ka stands for kawama or fence. Kawama in the Hebrew, fence in the English. All right. Next up is going to be the ta. Next up is going to be the ta. That ta on your left is in the ancient. The ta on your right is the Assyrian. Ta stands for tana or basket. Tana or basket. All right. Next up is going to be ya. It's going to be ya. You have that ya on your left in the ancient, and then that ya on your right in the Assyrian. That ya on that right in the Assyrian almost is one of the smallest characters in the Assyrian. Looks almost like an apostrophe. You feel me? Almost like an apostrophe. And that ya stands for yad or hand. If you've been around us long enough, you'll hear the command. You'll hear yad yimata, which means hands down. Yad yimata, hands down. So ya stands for hand. All right, next up is going to be ka. It's going to be ka. That ka you have ka on your left in the ancient, and you have ka on your right in the Assyrian. But you will notice On your one on the right in the Assyrian, you have two characters there. You have a character on the top and a character on the bottom. The character on the top is what you will see if that ka is anywhere anywhere at the beginning, middle, anywhere else in that word. But that one on the bottom that I have a red arrow pointing to, that's not really showing up that well, but that one on the bottom is the ka that's going to be used if it's at the end of a word. So if it's at the end of a word, you'll see that ka that's there at the bottom right there, at the bottom right. You got 5 characters that are like that. 5 characters, 22 characters, but 5 of them gonna have that different. It's gonna change if it's at the end of a word. And ka stands for cop, or palm. Next up, it's gonna be the la. It's gonna be la. You have la on your left in the ancient. You have la on your right in the Assyrian. Both of them look like the L that we utilize today. That la stands for lamad or learn. Lamad or learn. All right. Next up is going to be ma. It's going to be ma. That ma is on your left is in the ancient. And you have ma on your right in the Assyrian. This is another one with the double characters. Again, if it's at the end of a word, if it's at the end of a word where you have that red arrow pointing, that's going to be that's what's going to be utilized if it's at the end of a word. All right. If it's anywhere else inside of that word, you will see the ma that's on the top. They look very similar, but you'll notice the one on the top is open, and it's not as box shaped as that one on the bottom. Ma stands for mayam, or water. All right. Next up is going to be na. It's going to be na. That na on your left is in the ancient. You have 2 characters for na, just like you did for ma. That na with the red arrow pointing to it is going to be the na that's used if it falls at the end of a word. If it's at the end of a word. Now that na that falls at the end of a word, you can see it looks very similar to that ka, very similar to that da. They all have little subtle differences to them, which is why, again, it's very important for you to study and pay attention to the, the stuff that makes them different. A little bit short at the top. This na is actually going to be a little bit longer than that da, and a little bit longer than that ka. So again, that's na. That's na. You have na on the top. The na on the top. Make sure you don't confuse that one with ba, because they can look very similar to the ba as well. But again, this is why you want to make sure that you're studying them. That na stands for Nawan or sprout. Nawan or sprout. Next up is going to be sa. It's going to be sa. You have sa on your left in the ancient. Then you have sa on your right in the Assyrian. That sa stands for samat or establish. Samat or establish. All right. Next up is going to be I. It's going to be I. This is the only character that doesn't sound like the rest of them. I. I on your left in the ancient. Then I on your right in the Assyrian. That I on your ancient is in the shape of an I, which is why, again, we got that character. And I actually stands for Ayun or I. Ayun or I. All right, next up is going to be Pa. It's going to be Pa. You have Pa on your left in the ancient, and then you have Pa on your right in the Assyrian. That Pa is another character. It's going to have 2 characters. If it falls at the end of a word, you're going to see that Pa with the red arrow pointing towards it. All right, if it falls at the end of a word, if it falls anywhere else within that word, you're at the beginning or the middle of that word, you're going to see the Pa at the top. All right. And Pa stands for mouth. Pa stands for mouth. Next up is going to be Tazah. It's going to be Tazah. All right. You have Tazah on your left in the ancient, and you have Tazah on your right in the Assyrian. Tazah is another one with two characters. If it's at the end of a word, it's going to be that character that's at the bottom where the red arrow is pointing at to it. Anywhere else in that word, it'll be the character at the top in the Assyrian. Anywhere else in the word except for the end, it'll be that one at the top. Tazah stands for side. Tazad, or side. Next up, we got qua. Very similar to that Q that we utilize today in English. You have qua on your left in the ancient, and you have qua on your right in the Assyrian. That qua stands for quam, or rise. Quam, or rise. And you'll hear that quite often with us when we say quam yasha Allah. You're going to hear a whole bunch of that in less than a month now. About 3 weeks, you're going to hear a whole bunch of quam yasha Allah. Whole bunch of it. All right, next up is going to be Ra. It's going to be Ra. You have Ra on your left in the ancient, and you have Ra on your right in the Assyrian. Ra stands for Ra'ash, or head. Ra'ash, or head. All right. Next up is going to be the Shah. Shah looks very similar to the W that we have in the English today. You have Shah on your left in the ancient, Shah on your right in the Assyrian. They're actually two of the letters that look very similar to each other. So it's one of the ones that's a little bit easier to remember. Shah stands for Shan, or tooth. Shan, or tooth. All right. Next up, last but not least, is going to be Tha. It's going to be Tha. You have Tha on your left in the ancient, then Tha on your right in the Assyrian. That Tha on your right in the Assyrian looks like that Ka. It also looks like the Ha. So again, it's very important to pay attention to them. So you better pick them out. Make sure you're pronouncing things the correct way. Tha stands for Thaw, or mark. Thaw, or mark. All right, if I don't see any other questions, if we don't have any, did you have anything out of one? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and stop that. We're gonna go right to what we're gonna do first. Let's go ahead and jump right to the subject pronouns. Let's do a little bit of subject pronoun review as well. Like I said, we're gonna review these and we're gonna jump right into the lesson and go from there. And again, if y'all have any questions, y'all already know if you have any questions, by all means, let it be known that we got you. All right. I got to work on my screen too. I think my screens looked a lot better last time I was in here. Had it perfect. Got to messing around with it. Now it ain't perfect no more like I want it. That's a little bit better. Little better. All right. These are some of your subject pronouns. So for example, if you were going to say I or I am is going to be Anya. It's going to be Anya. Now, when it comes to forming sentences, it's very important to be able to identify the actual subject pronoun. That way it shows you what you need as far as you conjugating those verbs and making that sentence a real sentence. So Anya, I or I am is Anya. You is a Tha. You is a Tha. He is Hawa'a. Hawa'a is how you would say he. She is Haya'a. Haya'a is how you would say she. And what's going on? Yahweh Shemalathan Bashim Yahweh Shah. We got Aqua Mana in the building. How you doing?
Yahweh Shemalathan Bashim Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shemalathan Bashim Yahweh Shah. Good to see you here, sis. All right. So then we got a Naknawa. A Naknawa. Some of us struggle with that Nawah at the back of that thing. You know what I mean? But you got a knock Nawah. I saw last week. It wasn't just me. I ain't gonna say no names now. Some of us struggle a little bit with that Nawah.
Salagi is Nawa.
See, that's told you. That's told you. A knock
Nawa. Right, there you go. Kind. And if I could, how I remembered it, our father, Abba, is father. Abba Nawa. We say that in the Lord's Prayer. That's how I personally remembered it. Abba Nawa is always Nawa. That's a knock Nawa.
Knock Nawa.
Knock Nawa.
It don't feel right when I see it like that. It don't feel right, but you right.
What's that correct?
This is why we practice. A knock Nawa. I think I said it right that time. The water. All right, then we have a thumb. Which is going to be you or you all or y'all in the males and in the male tense. A thumb. So if we're saying Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shabaraka thumb, that's speaking to a group of men, a group of brothers. And you have a thun. You're talking to the sisters. Yahweh Shema ala thun. Yahweh Shah. That's going to be to the sisters. If we're saying they, that's going to be ham, or hum. Saying they in the feminine tense is going to be han. All right, I think we got a couple. No, that's all of them on this page. All right, so we don't have any questions, comments, concern. We're going to get that one off the screen. Move on to the next one. All right. Next up. Let's do the prefixes. Let's do our prefixes. We'll do those next. Prefixes or prepositions? I'm not my preposition. That's my preposition. We'll do our prepositions next. Again, so some of those same characters that we just saw when we were going through the characters in the very beginning, some of them have a dual purpose, or dual. Some of them more than one purpose, multi-purpose. There you go. Yeah, multiple purposes. You know what I'm saying? So, for example, la in the front of a word is going to be 2 or 4. All right. If you add that la in the beginning of a word, it's going to be 2 or 4. Just like ka. If you add ka in the beginning of a word, it's going to mean like or as. If you add that sha, to the beginning of a word, it's going to mean who, which, cause, or sake. All right. Now, if you use ma in the beginning of a word, it's going to mean from. Anybody can now we have more than one ma. Can anybody tell me why we utilize that ma? Can anybody tell me why we utilize that ma and not the other character? Somebody got it. Y'all know why we use this ma. Why we use this ma, not the one that's closed at the end.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead, Aqua.
I believe because it's at the beginning of the word.
There you go, because it's at the beginning of the word, and the other one will indicate that it was at the you would use the other one if it was at the end of a word. You are absolutely correct. Aqua Ra'aya. Next up we have ya. If that ya is at the beginning of the word, this is how you would indicate he. All right. And if ba is at the beginning of a word, that would indicate in. That would indicate in. And if that da is at the beginning of a word, that's going to indicate do. I think we got a couple more. We do. We also have wa. If that wa is at the beginning of a word, that's going to indicate and. So, for example, if I was saying and he spoke, if I was saying and he spoke, I would say wa ya the bar. Wa ya the bar. Wa meaning and, ya meaning he, and the bar is the root word for spoke or speak. So wa ya the bar, and he spoke. Our last one is going to be the ha. It's going to be that ha. This is why I was telling you, you're going to see that ha used quite frequently in the Bible. That ha, if it's at the beginning, it's going to mean the. All right. One that we utilize all the time is Bahashem. Bahashem. Bahashem is ba for in, ha, the, baha, and the. And then we know Sham. Sham is Yah. I'm so Salaki. Sham is name. So in the name of Yahweh Shah. All right. If we don't have any questions, comments, concerns about those, we're going to go ahead and kill this. I'm going to get this one off the screen. We got two more. Then we can get it on. Close that. Next up, I want to do the possessive pronouns. We're going to look at the possessive pronouns. Yahweh Shema Lathan Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. We got Akwaf Nizam Anai in the building. Okay. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah Brakatat. We got Awasik Shah in the building as well. He was the one that was on Facebook. That's what's up. We also got One West for Sake on is that X? I think that might be X that he's on. Most High in Christ. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah Brakatat to you too as well, brother. All right. So these are our possessive pronouns. And that's better. All right. And these are going to be added at the end of a word. All right. So for example, Yah, you have that Yah. That Yah, if it's at the end of a word, is going to mean my. So if I was saying my name, I would say Shamya. That Yah at the end is going to indicate my. And you have the Ka. Now that Ka at the end of a word is going to indicate your. So if I was saying your name, it would be Shamka. All right. So if I was saying my name is, I would say Ma Shamya Yagadar. If I was asking what your name is, I would say Ma Shamya Ka. I'm Salakia, Ma Shamka, to find out what your name is. All right. If we put Wa at the end, that's going to indicate his. And if we put Ha at the end, that would be her. That Y at the end is going to be her. And then we got my favorite word, Nawa. I think I got it that time. Nawa. We got, I think I just figured out in my mind. I don't want how to trick myself to saying it the right way. I'm gonna think about now later. If I think now later, I think I'll say it the right way every time I see it. Now later. So we got now.
Whatever works. That's right. That's what's up.
And now indicates our. Now indicates our. All right. Next up, we have that ma character. That ma. You'll notice this one is different from the other model we saw. Reason being, this is at the end of a word, right? If it's at the end of a word, that ma at the end is going to indicate there in the masculine form. It's going to be there in the masculine form. And then you have na. You have na. If it's at the end of a word, it's going to be in the feminine form. All right. Last up, last ones we have are calm. That's going to be your in the masculine form, masculine form. All right, and that'll be at the end. And then you have kan, which would be your in the feminine form. All right. So I'm going to end this one. Then we're going to pull up one that we haven't really seen in a minute. I'm Tawad Akwaf. Mashalam ya Tawab. Mashalam ya Tawab. Akwaf and not asked Mashalamka sir. She asked me how I was doing. How was my piece? Mashalam ya is Tawab. We in here. I'm rocking this beautiful, beautiful headpiece. We got everything up and live. Y'all can see me on the screen. Mashalam ya is Tawab. And Tawab for asking Aqua. All right, now we're gonna pull up one that we haven't seen in a little bit. It's been a little bit since we ain't seen it, so we're gonna review this next one. Very important one because this is how we build and learn more. So it's very, very, very important one. Let me close that first. Trying to close these screens out as I go to make sure my computer keep up. All right. What's going on, little man? Yeah, about Shimmy SHABTKA.
Nobody say about SHABTKA, young man.
He right on time to learn these numbers. All right, so we haven't did numbers in a little while. So we wanted to go over these just so we can get a little bit of a refresher. We might see them again tonight. Hint, hint. We might see them again tonight. So you want to make sure that if you don't have them in your notes, you get them in your notes. And we do that. What I want to do, since we haven't done these in a little while, I'm gonna call on you and have you say, go ahead and pronounce it, say what it is and pronounce it. So for example, if I was to say Yagada, if you give me that first one, Yagada would say the number 1, Akkad. All right, so the number 1 is Akkad. Akwaf Ra'aya, if you will, please. What's that number 2?
Salakia, sir. Shania.
Yeah, I'm right. Messiah Christ. Good job. Number 2 is Shanya. Akwaf Diana, if you will. Can you give me number 3? What's the number 3?
Salakia, it's Shalash.
That'll work. Shalash. Good job. And Akwaf Ana. What's that number 4, if you will?
Salakia, it's a rabbi.
That's close. It's a little it's gonna be our rabbi. So that's kind of how I read it at first too. Good job, I said rabbi too. I be thinking about Ishmael,
Right.
Our rabbi. All right. Let's scroll down to the next set. Well, I got those two so close. All right, next set. Akwaf Raya. You got one of them long ones.
Salakia, sir. I thought that would have been Officer Matazaz.
He get a pass. He helped me out. He get a pass because he helped me out so much. I think. Hold on. That should be.
Yeah, that's what happened when you had your rib in the class.
Most I cray.
I just know you like that first sound. You're good at that first sound.
He's excellent at that first sound. I've been struggling with
We got 2 Triceratops on the
Uh,
way. I'll open that one. And we get to unlock that cool looking bird. I wonder what that thing is.
Kamasha.
close.
Of course, 99% there.
99. Kamasha.
The water.
Yonder Aqua. All right. Aqua Diana, you got the easy one. Number 6. How would we pronounce 6 in Hebrew?
Salakia is Shasha.
Shasha. You got it. You got it. Most on Christ. And Aqua for Na. How would we pronounce the number 7? The number 7 in Hebrew.
Salakia, is it Shabbat?
Shabbat. Most on Christ. Good job. And then we have the number 8. Now the number 8 is going to be, I'll take the number 8. It's going to be Shamana for the number 8. Shamana for the number 8. Then we have the number 9. The number 9 is Thashai for the number 9. All right. And then we have the number 10. Now we see the number 10 all the time. We see the number 10 and we hear it every class just about. We hear that every class when we give with a security announcements at the end of the class when we say my Aishara, right? My Aishara. We know that ma is of, Aishara meaning 10. Aishara means 10 of 10. So that's where we get that 10% at. All right. Now we got a couple more at the bottom. I'm just gonna go through these again. That ma of a ma can also mean what? But when you got ma, that's gonna be 100. Alawat, that would be like 1,000. You gotta realize when we used to group things and count things, if we say like 1,000, that's a lot. That's a multitude. You know what I mean? So that's where you would get like that big number of 1,000. Even when it's describing and talking about the angels, you know what I'm saying, about the angels in the military that's coming back to wreak havoc on Babylon. Talk about the 200,000, 100,000. You know what I mean? So that's where we get that 1,000, that alawat from. And again, that ma Aishara is of 10. Now, as we get a little bit more familiar with those numbers, we're gonna go down. We'll start saying like 20, which is Aishara Yam, and you will see you just adding that sham at the back of it, double, and that's going to indicate that it's plural, and that's how you will get 20. Shalashim, that's going to be 30. Arabayim, that will be 40. Kamashayam, that will be 50. Shashayam, that will be 60. Shabayam will be 70. Shamanayam will be 80. The Shayam will be 90. And then again, you'll get to that Ma'ah, which is going to be 100. Now for tonight, the main thing for tonight is that you feel you're familiar with that 1 through 10, because that's going to come back up again. I'm almost sure that 1 through 10 is going to come back up again. All right. So do we have any questions as far as the review that we kind of went over? Again, it's been a little minute since we've been in here. I think that's what Shah said. Could you go back to the first 10 through 50? Oh, no, Most High Christ. I'll pull it back up. That way, if you want to get them, hold on. Let me get to it.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead, Aqua.
In my notes, I had a slightly different spelling for some of them.
What you got?
Just a couple different ones. It looked like I was missing a couple of letters there. So I need to correct my notes to these spellings.
Officer Mataza Karad, all of mine looked correct. It wasn't anything that was misspelled, was it? Before I tell Aqua Friday to go ahead and go with my version.
Before you change your notes, Aqua, we're gonna double check.
Okay. Which
what we'll
ones
do
was it?
is
So I'll know. Salaki, yeah. Which ones was so I'll know?
Salaki, sir, I already erased and changed as many as I could.
Quick drop.
I'm not sure.
all right. We're gonna check with Officer Uriah within the next week, and we'll make sure that we got the correct spelling and everything for all of them. I had a couple of them a little different myself.
Okay.
We'll double check to make sure. We'll check with the expert, and we'll get back. Again, we ain't the Christian church. We don't want to give y'all no incorrect information. We'll make sure it's correct by next class.
Damn right. So yeah, we'll definitely go through it and get the right ones. I'm gonna bring up this 10 through 50, and again, take these loosely. And again, we'll come back and I'll verify that those are spelled correctly. I'll verify that those are spelled
And
correctly.
Yagada.
Go to the other one.
Pretty sure the 10 through 50, and I'll look again as you pull them up, but I think all of those, I have the same ones in my notes. It was the 1 through 10s, I think they was all.
Okay, I got you. Okay, I got you. Come. So yeah, we'll go through it and make sure that they're good to go. All right, so we have that back up on screen now. Again, we're gonna do a little bit just about done with the review. And like I said, tonight, next couple of classes, we're gonna be talking about these 12 tribes. We're gonna be talking about these 12 tribes. Now, as y'all know, we are the product of 4 wives. You know what I mean? Product of 4 wives. Jacob had 12 sons. And that's how we get all 12 of us. We are every variety, shade, color, and flavor there is. You know what I mean? We have no reason whatsoever to step outside of us, of our nation. I saw a story earlier. It started yesterday, then today, of Candace Owens. I don't know if y'all are familiar with her. I don't know if you're familiar with that heifer. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then she'll say something, you be like, all right, she might be getting there, but she has an Edomite husband. She got an Edomite husband, and apparently she got on the Breakfast Club. And when trying to describe why she was with, I guess they gave her like a quiz that they give all the quote unquote black people when they come on there. And of course, she failed every answer. she got every answer wrong on it, from what I hear. I'm not a fan of the Breakfast Club because I think Charlemagne is a transformer or a sodomite, one of the above. He needs some purple on. So I ain't a real big fan of it. But so I always just catch like the highlights and stuff when they pertain to us. But her husband is an Edomite. You know what I'm saying? Her husband is an Edomite, and that's something that's again specifically forbidden and prohibited, forbidden for us. We weren't allowed to go outside of our nations, and we shouldn't have to. You feel me? We shouldn't have to. And all of that is a product of us intermarrying other nations, losing our language, losing our culture, and picking up and adopting their customs and their ways. You know what I mean? So I just want to bring that out while the brother was getting notes on this. I think that's all he needed. I'm going to pull this up as well, though, just in case. But you will find the description of the son when Jacob is talking to, well, he's bringing all 12 of them, you know what I'm saying, and he's talking to them, and he's letting them know what's to come. You feel me? And again, we might not get time to do it tonight, but that's going to be the plan kind of going forward as we get more familiar with the tribes. I want to get to the point we can actually start breaking down those scriptures in Genesis 1 through 49. We're going to go through the blue letter Bible, how Officer Matazah Karabi having us do. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to break it down and read it. You know what I mean? And everything that we've read and study up until this point to come into play, you know. All right. I think the brother should have it now. And that's always good to get screenshots, get notes, you know what I'm saying? So you'll be able to have it. And again, we're going to go back and verify. I'm going to go back and verify the spelling on all of the okay, here it goes. So Alawap is a number 1,000 in the word. Kanawakan. That's the word for 1,000 in the word for general as well. And again, the head or the top, that big number, again, that when we counted, we weren't real big on numbers like that, or specific on numbers like that. So 1,000 was like that biggest number, like a 1,000 head of cattle and so forth. And that's how when we talk about that word general, again, that's alawat. So you are absolutely correct. Alaza ban Yahawada. Absolutely correct. All right. So what we're going to do now, if we don't, no doubt, Ayandaba. All right. So what we're going to do now, see what else I got planned for us today. What we're going to do now, I wanted to go over, and I'm looking at the time. We might need to jump right into the tribes. I had a little quiz, but maybe we won't do the quiz. Maybe we'll just do the tribes, because at the end of the tribes, I kind of wanted to break that down and go over that. I want to get a little bit of pronunciation of the tribes, who they are and so forth. So let's do that. It's 8:20. We're going to go right into the tribes now. My plan is to go through them first. And after we go through them first, we're going to come back, ask a couple of questions about them. You know what I'm saying? We're going to ask some questions about them. See if everybody knows what's what, and we'll go from there. All right. So starting out, this little document here is just going over the 12 tribes, of Israel. It's 12 sons. You know what I'm saying? 12 tribes. You feel me? And at that very first line, who wants to give it a shot of actually reading 12 tribes of Israel? Because right underneath, you know what I'm saying, where it says 12 tribes of Israel, in the Assyrian, we have it wrote out. What you're going to find on here, what we're going to go over tonight, is everything is wrote out in the Assyrian. The ancient, because it is our language, because it's more distinct. You feel me? It's more. I feel like it's more second nature to us. That ancient, I was able to pick up on that ancient a lot faster, a lot smoother than that Assyrian. You feel me? So a lot of times when we go over stuff here in class, some stuff I'll put in the ancient, but most things are going to be in that Assyrian. When it comes to going in this Bible, that blue letter Bible, looking up words, going through the concordance, learning what's this and what's that, it's very, very important that you know that Assyrian. And depending on the font, depending on the character, depending on if it's handwritten, the style or whatever, it can look very different. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you're looking at a whole different language, you know what I'm saying? So we try to do a little bit more practice of the Assyrian in here. That way you're more familiar with it when you come in contact with it in the world, you know what I'm saying? So let's see. So it's pretty much kind of broken down in three. It's broken down in three, when you say the 12 tribes of Israel up there. So I got with Aqua for that first one. That was a hard one on the last one. So let's reverse it. Aqua for nah. If you can want to give it a shot, that first set, go ahead, Alawan.
Before we go through, Sister Aya has put something in the chat.
Oh, I didn't see it. Hold on, let me. Oh, she done already answered it. Go ahead now, get about it. Look, well, them damn notes be on point. Give her a hand. I ain't even got to ask nobody. She done already broke it down and everything. But yeah, all right. So we won't even waste no time on that one. Then, well, Sister I have put in there is Hashanya, Aishara. That Hashanya, you see that ha at the beginning. That's the. You see that Shanya, Aishara. That's going to be your 12. All right, that's going to be your 12. And then we got Shabbat Yom. Shabbat Yom, 12 tribes is making a tribe plural with that Yom at the end of it. 12 tribes of Yasharala. Now, Yasharala is Israel. You might exclude yourself from any more questions for the rest of the night. Aqua, that's all right there. That's all right. Damn right. Tawab job. So that's exactly what that's saying at the top. I don't know. I might be able to do the quiz. Y'all answer them like that. I don't know. Out of one, I might need to do what I plan on doing. They might fly.
It sounds like they're ready.
They might fly through these. But damn right. Good job, Aqua. Tawab job. All right. So the first tribe we have up is going to be Judah. Aquavdiana. If you could pronounce, if matter of fact, I'm gonna do the first one. I'll do the first one. The first one, if I was to call on me, when I call on y'all, I want you to say Judah. Judah, who they are the Negroes. And in the Hebrew, that's pronounced Yahweh. Yahweh in the Hebrew. All right. So Aquavdiana, if you would, could you take the next one after Judah?
Salakia, Benjamin, West Indians, and Benjamin.
So very, very close, did a very good job, but Banyamyan. And that Banyamyan, that's gonna be son of the right. Yahweh, Judah was Yahweh thanks. You know what I mean? And Banyamyan is son of the right. All right.
Mr. Lucky, if I could.
Go ahead, other one.
All right. So, Salaki, Sister Deanna, I had a challenge with this as well. Because we say, the tribe is Benjamin.
Mm-hmm.
I had a habit of saying Benjamin as well. But there is no Ben or no Be in the Hebrew language. It's always a Ba. So I had to be very conscious to say Banyamin. I understand exactly where you're coming from. And that's something that we just have to be very, very mindful of. And to be honest with you, sister, it took me a minute to even hear the difference. I hear the difference when the brothers was telling me. I was like, what? They're saying the same thing you are. They were like, no, you're not. So it's definitely understandable. And it's something we just have to be mindful of. And again, with practice, it becomes second nature. Yeah, I'm done.
Most High Christ. The water for that one. Most High Christ. But yeah, great job. Aqua for nah. If you would take the next one.
Salakia, Levi, Patience. Is it Law Yah?
Law Yah, Most High Christ. Good job.
It means it's joined to me.
Go ahead now. Boy, y'all ready for the extra credit tonight. Most High Christ. Most High Christ. You are absolutely correct. The tribe of Levi, lawyer, joined to me. Sounds just like lawyer today. You feel me? The Levi was our priest tribe. That was a tribe of priests before. You know what I mean? In the very beginning. If you look at what's going on today, y'all make sure y'all keep an eye. On the things that's going on with all the tribes. You know what I'm saying? The whole earth, the whole world is in turmoil. But over there in Haiti, it is like utter chaos. It's utter chaos. I watched a couple of videos yesterday. My brother, Officer Yatazar, you know what I'm saying? He's over the Haiti school. And it's been hell over there. It's continuing to get worse. I think one of the guy barbecue, one of his second in command got unalive yesterday or today. You feel me? And so it's just continuing to get worse and worse and worse. In its own purpose. The oppressor is the devil that the Bible speak of. You know what I'm saying? They create chaos. They set up puppet governments. They assassinate, you know what I'm saying, people when stuff don't go their way to create the disruption. You feel me? So by all means, y'all keep an eye on that. I know at one point in time we were getting ready to send another barrel of clothes and supplies and stuff over there. I don't know if it got postponed with everything that's going on. But I know when I get more information about it, I'll make sure we get it out to the school. So if y'all want to be able to donate, you know what I'm saying, some money or whatever that you can. I do know that you can get with Officer Yatazar, and he is collecting money, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you know what I'm saying, for the brothers and sisters in Haiti. So I just wanted to bring that out before we get to the next ones. Did you have anything? Okay, damn right. All right. So the next set. Aqua for Aya. If you would take that first one.
Salakia, sir. Simeon, which is Dominicans, and that's Shamawan,
Shamawan,
which means affection heard.
Most High Christ. Most High Christ. Tawab job. Damn right. Akwaf Diana, if you would take the next one.
Salakia, Zubalin, which are the Panama to Panama, Guatemala to Panama. I'm sorry, Salakia, and the Zabalawan.
Perfect. Your pronunciation on the Hebrew was perfect. It's going to be Zebulon. That's from Guatemala to Panama. And that's going to be Zabalawan. Zabalawan in the Hebrew. All right. And do you remember what it means?
I don't remember.
All right. Anybody want to help her out with what it means? I know the Akwafium in here is crazy. So know you got back.
Salakia. Where's your underwear?
Go ahead.
Is it dwelling?
Underwear.
Most High Christ. Most High Christ. Most High Christ. Most High Christ. Yeah, y'all got awesome sisterhood in here. That's what's up. All right. Think it's back on you. Oh no, Salaki, it's on Aquafana now. Aquafana came in for the save. It's on her for the next one. What you got for the next one?
Salakia. Ephraim, which are the so-called Puerto Ricans, and Aparium.
Yeah, you got it. There you go. Yep.
Which is I am doubtly fruitful.
Most High Christ. Most High Christ. And they live up to that to this day. All the tribes live up to their names to this very day. Most High Christ. Good job, Akwaf. Good job. All right. Let's see, I came off my screen. All right, there we go. All right, let's go to the next set. All right, we back on you. Akwaf Ra'aya.
Salakia, sir. What that is? Manasseh.
Okay.
Which are Cubans.
Yep.
That is Manasseh.
You got it. Most High Christ.
And that means made to forget.
Most High Christ. Damn right. Y'all are doing awesome. Akwaf Diana. Go ahead, other one.
Saying damn right, y'all doing a wild job.
All right. Akwaf Diana, what you got for the next one?
Salakia, Gad, Native Indians, Gad, and means truth.
Most High Christ. Now again, with that it's very similar in how you say both of them. It'll be Gad in the English, and it'll be God, and when it comes to the Hebrew again, because of that I sound. But that you spot on. Most High Christ, give her a hand. Most High Christ. And Aquafana. You got the next one. I know for me,
everyone comment.
had to practice the Hebrew on saying this one.
Salakia. Reuben, which are the so-called Seminole Indians.
So one of them has
and
that's Justin.
Bond.
He's with a friend.
Most High Christ, Rob.
And behold a son.
Most High Christ. Reuben was that firstborn. That's why again his name is Behold a Son. You feel me? Behold a son. We were because of our heritage, because of our culture, that the firstborn, that's who you know is going to get everything, that you're going to steal, you know what I'm saying, everything to. It's going to be his duty to take on the role of the father pretty much and take care of everybody else, you know what I'm saying, as far as that inheritance, I'm passing down the law, statutes, commandments, and so forth, you know what I'm saying. So he was proud. He said, behold a son. And Reuben was their firstborn. Like I said, that was one of the ones that I had to practice saying, but because of the brother over in the UK, Officer Ra'aban, you know what I'm saying, and looking at his class, and you know what I'm saying, and hearing him saying it ended up sticking. You feel me? But Most High Christ, I did a great job. And we got 3 more, if I'm not mistaken. We got 3 more. Akwaf Ra'aya. If you would set it off for me.
That's Asher, which are the Colombians to Uruguay. And that's Ashar, which means happy.
Most High Christ. Asher from Colombia to Uruguay. Asher, and it means happy. And Salakia. Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shabbarakatah, Officer Urash Amath done joined us. I think that's on X. I think Officer Urash Amath, I think he's on X. I got so many different screens open. But yeah, I think he's done joined us on X. So Most High Christ for that for Officer Urash Amath. Akwaf Diana, you up. You drew the long one this time. You drew the long the little bit longer pronunciation.
Okay. Slovakia, Naphtali, which are Argentina to Chile, and Thalia.
You got it. Most High Christ, Naphtali. And do you know what it means?
My wrestling.
Most High Christ. Most High Christ. And we got one more. Aqua for Nav. You can take that last one.
Salakia, Issachar, which are the so-called Mexicans, and this Yashakar. And he is hired.
He is hired. Most High Christ. Y'all all did a Tawab job on these as well. I think we're going to have to do the review just to make up for time because y'all flew through those. Y'all did a great job. I told y'all I'm doing that Duolingo, right? Told you I'm doing that Duolingo. I was doing it the other night, and I had to look over Maria and laugh. Actually, I called her after when I was looking. I was actually asleep, and I looked at it. It was a little story that it did in a tutorial, right, where they were going to a quinceañera, right? And as they got to the quinceañera, they got the invitation. It said it was at 5:00 the quinceañera. So the one character was like, "Okay, bet, let's go. We got to get this. It's 5:00. We got to get there. The other character was like, it starts at 5. We don't show up to about 8. And she broke down. She was like, this first hour, you know what I'm saying? They still setting up. She said the second hour, okay, this is when like your elders and you know what I'm saying, they arrive to the party. That third hour, okay, yeah, this is when we supposed to be there. And when I heard it, I was like, well, damn, that sounds just like Judah. That sound like us, you know what I mean? And I didn't know that. You feel me? I didn't know that. And my reel was like, oh yeah, they party. They gonna get there at 7. She said they'd be there at 4 or 5 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Partying. And I said, yeah, we are definitely all the same. You know what I mean? We are definitely one family. You know what I mean? I just and it was crazy for it to actually be inside of the tutorial like that. You feel me? Their own version of CP. There you go. Aquafire, their own version of CP time. You know what I'm saying? So that, like I said, Most High Christ. I didn't know that. And that was kind of neat for me to see that. Again, the rest of the world knows that who we are, knows that we're family, and we the only ones that don't know yet. Even I think Officer Mataz Zakarada brought it up before, but like even when you looking at the different signs from back in the days, you know, those old black and white signs, and they'll say no Negroes allowed, right? or black only, or white only, or this is for the whites, that's for the blacks. Well, if you go back a little bit further, those same signs said no Mexicans, no Mexicans, no niggas, no dogs. You feel me? Or no Puerto Ricans, no Indians, you know what I'm saying? No dogs, or something of that nature, whatever. They always knew who we were. Even when you get back like the older application forms and so forth, we were classified all the Indians was classified as Negro. The Mexicans was classified as Negro. You feel me? It wasn't until later on when things and names and all that stuff started to change. You feel me? Where they tried to hide and conceal more so who we are. And you fast forward to where we at now. Again, you would never know until you come into these classes and you start to learn the truth, because so much again is so concealed. We went past the information age. You got all kinds of information at your fingertips, but we are so dependent on what was fed or regurgitated to us. You know what I'm saying? We go into that church and listen to that pastor and don't research a damn thing. You feel me? We jump on the bandwagon and we mad at Mexicans too. We mad at the immigrant Venezuelans and the brothers and sisters coming over here, not realizing that, you know what I'm saying, they're in the same boat that we in, and this is really our opportunity to mend that fence. You know what I'm saying? Mend that fence between the brothers and the sisters. You know what I'm saying? So y'all did an awesome job. You know what I'm saying? Aqua Farad said, I just like the saying, but it is what people said. Exactly. It's exactly what they said. They despised us. Matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? I'm surprised the dog was at the end of the list, because a lot more sense they had more compassion on the damn dog than they did on us. You feel me? But we gonna
y'all can know if I could.
Go ahead, Ottawa.
It's interesting. The sister said, you know, she just liked the saying, but it is what people said. I believe she's talking about CP time.
Oh, kind of.
And that. Here's the deal, and this is why this is just another example of why we're so destroyed, because it has a negative connotation. CP time means you always late to something. That's really what that's what the oppressor means. You know what I mean? And that's the connotation it has. But the reality is, especially when you're talking about like what you were bringing out, we're talking about a party. We're fashionably late to parties. Now that's a term that the oppressor uses in a flattering manner. You're supposed to be fashionably late. You're supposed to show up a little later to a party. Well, that's just what we do.
Okay.
That's just what we do, and that was our culture. But this is just another example of how the oppressor appropriates our culture, makes it a negative, gives it a negative disposition as they apply it to us, but then use it in a flattering manner when they apply it to themselves.
Damn right. And you know, you're absolutely correct in that brother hand. And another example of that, I never forget when it dawned on me, blue collar crime, white collar crime. You feel me? Blue collar crime, white collar crime. It'd be the same crime, and in a lot of cases, that white collar crime, they're gonna steal a whole lot more than the blue collar crime. They finna embezzle millions and billions and billions, you know what I'm saying? But it's white collar crime, so it's no big deal. Blue collar crime, you know what I'm saying? You done stole a pack of gum out the damn store, and 5 cops now, you know what I'm saying, unalive and broke your arm, pull your neck out of socket, you know what I mean? But again, it's just like you saying, they'll do the same things, if not worse. They'll paint a little pretty picture on it, and lo and behold, it's okay. They call us thugs and criminals, but they was mobsters and gangsters, and now they politicians and congressmen and so forth. You know what I mean? It wasn't genocide. It was what they call a manifest destiny. You know what I'm saying? So again,
nonsense.
Yep.
Nonsense.
Yep. And they do it all the time. And the sad thing about it, a lot of us we fall for it. We fall for it, and we hate ourselves. It's a debate coming up. Another debate coming up this Sunday. I don't know if y'all were able to catch the debate with Captain Nazariak and the brother Tommy. I always say Sotomayor, whatever.
Sotomayor.
Yeah. But it actually was a very cordial debate that I thought it was. I'm not a fan of him at all. I ain't a fan of nobody but the UPK. You know what I'm saying? But it was actually very, very cordial. It was good to see brothers, even if we didn't get along or agree, was still able to have a discord, still were able to have a conversation and then not be what they try to make it out to be. You feel me? So if you didn't check out that first one, I think it's still up, but they will be at it again this Sunday. This Sunday they will be at it again at 8 p.m. I believe. So if you get a chance, check that out. You know what I'm saying? He is one of those brothers that again drunk the Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? Drunk the Kool-Aid. But as I was listening to it, what stood out is the fact, like Aqua Ride said, absolutely good decorum. It was very good decorum between the both of them. But I know as much as I always love my people, I was always gung-ho when it came to my folks. But it's something about that before you get into this UPK, before you really get the spirit of the Most High. That same spirit is kind of how they say what make you smile, make you cry. It'll get to that point where why they doing this? Why they acting like this? Why they like this? And I think he a lot of our brothers and sisters are stuck in that, and they haven't graduated to that next level. And that next level, you need brothers like the UPK. You need real brotherhood, real sisterhood to graduate to that next level. Because what you'll find, you end up giving all your compassion, your love that everybody else, just like we said, has done way more worse to you. But your immediate instinct reaction is going to be the brothers and sisters right there in front of you that's hurting you right now. You know what I'm saying? So again, if y'all get a chance, y'all check that out. Most Iron Christ.
Y'all get down if I could.
No, go ahead, Adam.
What you just said was so heavy because that's exactly what we end up doing as a people, as a nation. And that's why between the brotherhood classes, the scripture breakdown classes, and the history classes is so important. Because to your point, when you said we oftentimes just look at what's in front of our face, that's what we typically do as a nation. We try to disconnect from our heritage, from our history, from knowing how we got to where we are. And especially if you are somebody who's doing relatively well in life as a Black person, as a Latino person, Native American person, you start looking down on your brothers and sisters, not understanding or having this perspective that where they are is only because of decisions they made, and where you are is only because of decisions you made. And that strips out all the oppression that our people have been under. It takes it absolutely away, and it makes it difficult when you have that mindset to have any compassion for your people, any compassion for your nation. And that's the disconnect that honestly that brother is surprising, because brother Tony Sotomayor, he's pretty educated. He has a sense of what people have gone through, or our people have gone through. But there was, if you haven't had a chance to check out the first, I don't even necessarily call it a battle. I guess it was, but it was so cordial to Aya's point. It was more like a discussion, which is a good thing. You know what I mean? But there was a point that he was talking about how we, quote unquote, we sold each other into slavery, and Captain Zaryak had to educate him that, brother, we are not Hamites, we are not Africans. Those were Africans selling Israelites. And when you have that understanding, then you start to understand that, listen, the fault of our people is not following the law, statutes, and commandments that the Most High gave us. All right? Since through that, these other nations preyed upon us.
Most High Christ.
And they continue to do so.
Most High Christ.
And that's the disconnect that our people have. And you understand that, okay, our forefathers, our foremothers didn't follow the law, statutes, commandments, but these other nations absolutely took advantage of us, and they continue to do so. It's not just because we are making quote unquote bad decisions. It's because we are an oppressed people. And that reality will allow you to have compassion on your brothers and sisters that we should have, that the scriptures say. That's all I want to say. Salaki.
No, Most High Christ, Most High Christ. The water for that. Either a world said true, either of world said true. Mark Ride said the history that they gave us hit different when you know the truth. It absolutely does. When you know the truth, you can filter through all that garbage. Because again, on face value, when you say, well, y'all did it to yourselves, you almost kind of got to eat that. You feel me? Until you come here and you learn the truth. And that's why these classes are so important. Now, to us, we know that that's milk. You know what I'm saying? We know that's milk. But our people are lacking. They don't even have the milk. in Ezekiel when it's talking about that valley of dry bones. You know what I mean? The very basic, the what you've learned, you know what I'm saying? Maybe the first couple of classes you came, because they don't have just that much, they can't see it. They can't see past where they at. You feel me? All they know is you did it. You feel me? And we don't take into account oppression and what oppression really is. Last night I heard General Muhammad was breaking down, and he was saying how in poor neighborhoods, and I should have known this because I do a lot of traveling and driving and so forth, but I just never realized it. And the poorer your neighborhood is, the more the damn gas costs in your neighborhood. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, that's so evil. That is such an evil, wicked thing in a neighborhood. Because, in a poor neighborhood, you can't go to the bathroom in the hood. They will sit there and watch you piss on yourself, then call the police on you. You can't go in the bathroom and depending on the neighborhood that you're in. But that's the neighborhood where the gas prices are higher. You feel me? Where they need the money the most, that's where the gas prices are higher. And then, in some spots, he was saying it's like 60 cents higher. That's almost double. You know what I mean? And it's such an evil, wicked thing. The population that actually has the money, that's working higher paying jobs, have a higher income, have a higher threshold. Just for that, you don't charge them that. You charge them less than that. You feel me? You charge them less than what you charge the poorest of your people. And it shows you again the level of oppression that we under. It's never been done in any race of people. Nobody but us. Either world said taxing on grocery stores are higher in lower income neighborhood. Absolutely. And like when you hear that, for me, like when I hear stuff like that, you can't explain the why behind that. You feel me? You can't explain why you would do that. You just doing it. That's evil. That's wicked. All that on TV. You fight for the whales and you pouring red paint on yourself. You know what I'm saying, for the rabbits and the penguins and to me it just shows how that's all the act and that's all the show. Because for you to have that lack of empathy for a race of people that you done been on their neck for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, it just again it shows you why the Most High said, you feel me, that He loved Jacob and He hated Esau. And the people that we got underneath, it was no other nation like them. And they have a perpetual hatred towards us. We bring it out in here all the time. Folks, they done been at war with for hundreds, 50, 40, 50 some years. They let them come over here with the red carpet, no problem. Red carpet, they get money and the whole nine. And it's sad. It's very sad. But again, this is the purpose of the classes. This is why we in here. So we know it. We know how to build this nation, and we're not a fool. You know what I'm saying? We're not fooled by that garbage. Last thing I'm gonna say on that, if you were watching that like you said, it's hard to call it a debate. You know what I'm saying? If you was watching, you know what I'm saying, the brothers go back and forth or whatever. If you could read the comments though, a lot of brothers in the comments was like, get him. You know what I'm saying? Won't Captain get him. But they didn't understand that compassion that Captain Zariak was showing a brother. They didn't understand Cap showing him what real brotherhood actually is. You feel me? Had that been a debate with anybody else, it might have been a different vibe. It might have been a different, you ain't gonna say that, but because it's us, we supposed to have a different level of compassion for each other. You feel me? We supposed to be able to talk to each other, like men, like women, like brothers, and like sisters. You feel me? And just a lot of
and that's so heavy too, because if you again go back, if anybody who hasn't seen it, go back and look at that debate, discussion, whatever. The brother was coming with respect. He was cordial. He gave Captain Nazar his time. He didn't interrupt him. And even when there was a bit of a back and forth, it wasn't disrespectful. Here's the thing. Respect. That's what it's respect. I only know about the ISUPK. I don't know about any other of these groups. Right? What we do is have brotherhood. We have respect for our brothers. We have respect for our sisters. So here's the deal. If you are coming in a respectful manner, you will get respect. And that's what that discussion was. Now, if you want to come with a different kind of energy, then you're going to have a different kind of conversation. And that's appropriate as well.
Hey, most high crack.
So it's so clear that, listen, we can have in our communities, we can have discussions or we can have debates. I think, our nation loves debates. Our nation loves the drama. Discussion is valued. Discussion allows people to hear the truth on both sides, and you make your own decision. Now, if you're a Christian, you come from a Christian background, a lot of stuff that we say is going to be hard for you to hear. It was hard for me to hear at first. But as the scriptures say, as Christ said, he who has an ear, let him hear.
No, it's not correct.
If this makes sense, and that's what it was for me. I was in the Christian church. And I said this before, I believe in my class. I had a ton of questions that couldn't nobody answer. Couldn't nobody really give me the answers I was looking for. ISUPK broke down the truth of the scriptures, precept upon precept, line upon line. There's no contradiction in the Bible. It all makes sense if you understand it and you are taught the truth of the Bible. If you can understand what the Bible is saying, if you are in these classes, whether it's ISUPK, Virginia, or any other zone, and what we're saying about the scriptures makes sense, then come into the school.
Most High Christ. Most High Christ.
Let you break in and get the word. Because if it makes sense to you, then you need to be part of the work for it to make sense to other brothers and sisters. Not for us. We say this all the time. It's not for us. It's for the generations that come after us. Don't be a part of the generations that come after us to be caught up in Christianity. It doesn't make any sense. It's all magical and spooky, and it's all pagan religion at the end of the day. If it makes sense, if you wondered about how the Bible works and how this makes sense, ask your questions. But when you get your answers, if it makes sense, let your break in.
Most High Christ. Most High Christ.
Yeah.
Most High Christ. Now you're absolutely correct, Dr. One. You're absolutely correct. Yeah, Most High Christ. We got to go to hand. All right, so we had a couple of I had two variations of a quiz. Y'all ran through the tribe, so I think we're gonna end with We're gonna end with a little quiz on the tribes. We're gonna end with a little quiz on the tribes. I expect y'all to run through this as well, and then we'll call it a night. All right, we'll call it a night. So I'm gonna pull that up. What we have is 13 questions. We have 13 questions. Hint, 13 questions. You can probably guess what these questions are, considering we just went over the 12 tribes, right? So we got 13 questions that we're gonna pull up. Where is it at? Here we go, right here. All right, bet we got 13. Pull that up like that. We're gonna go back to 1. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go through, we're gonna answer what it is. We don't have to give a detailed breakdown on it. Y'all already did that wonderfully. You know what I'm saying, when y'all were going through the individual tribes. All right. And we'll since I called on you last time. If you want, we'll see. We'll let y'all handle it. Just say Salakia, come off the mic. You want to handle it? You want to answer it, then we'll move on to the next one. All right.
Salakia, sir.
Aqua Fryer.
Quick question. Are these in order, sir?
Nope, not at all. I couldn't make it that easy for you. Not at all. The only one in order, the very first one. If you can remember what the first one was, that's the only one that's in order. Everything else, it might be in a different location.
Salakia first. Oh, you got it, sister. Nah, go ahead. I'll yield.
The water sis. It's by West Indian, so-called Banyan Yam.
Most High Christ, you right on that one. Now that's number 2. Now we skipped number 1. What's number 1? Who know what number 1 is? But you are absolutely correct. Banyan is number 2. Benjamin.
Salakia, sir. I'll try number 1, which is the 12 tribes of Israel.
You got it. The 12 tribes of Israel. 12 tribes of Israel. is number one. Go ahead. You want to say it? You got it.
I'll try.
Right.
Sure, I'll get 99%. Hashanya, Ishara, Ra, Shabbat Yasha Allah.
Most High Christ. Most High Christ. Most High Christ. Most High Christ. Hashanya, Ashara, Shabbat Yasha Allah. Most High Christ. 12 tribes of Israel. All right, number 3. Number three. Who want number 3? And if you're in the chat and you want to take number 3, you can put it in the chat as well, and we'll post it. And I'll count that as your answer as well. Who want to take number 3? Number 3.
Salakia.
Go ahead, Aqua, for now.
I'm ready.
Is
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Aparayam, so-called Puerto Rican, Ephraim.
Most High Christ, you got it. Aparayam, so-called Puerto Ricans. All right, number 4.
Salakia.
Wait a minute. Are you saying
Yahweh?
Most High Christ, Yahweh.
Judah.
And what we didn't do tonight, we didn't have everybody say what tribe they was tonight. We'll make sure we pick that back up again next week. But you are absolutely correct. Yahweh, Judah, so-called Negroes. All right, Yahweh, Judah, the so-called Negroes. All right, what about that number 5? What do we got for number 5?
Salakia, sir. Go right ahead.
Aqua, Diana, you got it.
It's Simeon, the Dominicans, and it's Shalawan.
Look at that first letter again. For number 5.
Salakia says it's going to start with a za.
Oh. Zebulun.
You got it.
So Zabalawan.
Zabalawan, absolutely correct. You got it. Like that sisterhood as well. Zabalawan.
The water.
Most High Christ. All right, number 6. I think that's where you were going before, Aqua Diana.
Salakia.
You got it.
Shamawan.
Most High Christ.
Get it right the first time.
Yep. Most High Christ. That's gonna be Simeon. Yes, Shema one. That's gonna be a so-called Dominicans. Good job.
Oh, Salakia, sir. I didn't realize you wanted me to say all that.
Oh no, you too, Rob. Like I said, we did a detailed breakdown on the first one. This is more so just reading and pronouncing what we got on the screen. So you too, Rob. Now, if y'all been doing extra credit all night, so I expect a couple extra answers because y'all been killing it all night. But you are too wild though. Number 7.
Salakia. La Waya, the so-called Haitians.
Yep. Now you did what I normally do when I try to read it. Now when I read it, it's already spelled out. I say lawyer. I say it, you know what I'm saying? But when I read it, when I try to actually read it, I do what you just did, and I say La Waya, but it's gonna be lawyer. Almost like you saying lawyer with a southern swag too, you know what I'm saying? Lawyer.
Lawyer.
You got it. Most High Christ, so-called Haitians. You got it. Most High Christ. All right. Number 8.
Salakia, sir.
Yeah,
I believe that is Ra'aban, which was for the Seminole Indians, Reuben,
You got it. You
But
got it.
that's spelled with one extra letter than what I have. I feel like maybe I had a typo in my notes.
I got it. We'll go over it. We'll go over it. Because again, this is why I say it's very important with that font, because with the when you actually type it out and you see the font, you see some of the differences you may not see. You know what I mean? When we go through like just the regular the characters and alphabet, because you can see the actual length of them. So if this was wrote on like lined paper, you'll see your ra right here, your ah, all the same, and then you see your wa. I mean, I'm sorry, your wa. That wa again could look very similar to the other ones, and the only difference between that wa and that na is the length on the bottom of it right there. You know what I mean? So ra, ah, wa, ban.
Okay.
Yep. Most High Christ. Most High Christ. And this is again why we do it this way. That way you'll be able to pick out the differences in them. You know what I'm saying? When y'all are reading, y'all actually reading in the Hebrew. All right, number nine. We almost there. Who got it first? You got it, Aqua, for now.
It's perfect. There's no mouse.
Manasha.
Manasha. You got it. Yep.
That is the so-called Cubans.
Most High Christ. Good job. Manasha. That's going to be your Cubans. All right. It's amazing. Nobody from the other islands, they don't want to come over here. You feel me? But anybody else, as long as they got pale skin, they can come over and it's no problem. There's no problem. All right. Number 10. Who wants number 10?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead, Aqua Ryan.
That's God, which is Native Indians.
Most High Christ. Most High Christ. Most High Christ. Shout out to Officer Uriah Moth. Shout out to Officer Uriah Moth. Most High Christ. Tribe of Gad. Tribe of God. Most High Christ. Most High Christ. All right, number 11.
Salakia.
Go ahead, Aqua.
Yeah, true.
Shakar.
You're too good. Look at that, bro. I got the perfect drawing.
Say one more time, Joe.
Yeah. Shakar.
Yashika.
All right.
Yashika. Most High Christ.
That's the so-called Mexicans.
You got it. He who is hired, some of the hardest working individuals on the planet. You feel me? And if you're on a job site at 11:59, I don't care how much noise you hear, you're gonna hear everything stop instantly. Everything gonna stop, everything gonna get quiet. You're gonna smell tortillas and all throughout the building. I promise you. I don't care what site they're gonna take their damn break. After that break is over, they're gonna be right back at it like nothing has ever stopped. And I see we got Yakalia also on I think it's on Instagram, and she's dropping the answers as well. All right. Most High and cry. Eventually they're gonna get this fixed so we can see everybody's comments on here. All right, number 12. What we got for number 12? Who want number 12?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead, Aqua.
It's Ashar, which is the Colombian to I can't pronounce that. Uruguay.
You got it. That's gonna be Asher. And Aqua, if you call, you got it also on Instagram. That's gonna be from Colombia to Uruguay. You feel me? Most High Christ. Shout out to Asher Gapan, Officer Asher Gapan, out there at headquarters. He keep a smile. He one of the hardest working individuals I know too. I thought it's correct. First met him, how hard to be damn working. You know what I'm saying? Most High Christ. All right, we got one more left. 13. Last one for the night. Y'all ran through this. I should have made it hard.
Salaki, sir, you did just fine tonight. That's going to be Napathalia.
There you go.
Which is for Argentina to Chile.
Argentina to Chile. Perfect. Napatalia. Perfect. And that's it. Y'all did a great job tonight. I think that's enough. I don't know about you, Officer Officer Mutaz Akara. I think they did awesome tonight.
Absolutely. Y'all did a wild job as usual.
Great job.
Y'all on. Y'all always on it and showing up. So we did a wild job.
And the water to Akwa Vikaya also, she also be on that Hebrew. Like I said, I'll never forget the first time I see how they be going back and forth with a whole breakdown class on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? And y'all are getting to that point where y'all able to do it as well. Y'all, sisterhood on point. What's going on, young man?
Man.
Salakia.
Tawab job.
Yeah, did a Tawab job. Most crack. We're gonna see you soon. All right. Well, if we don't have any more questions, you know what I'm saying? We don't have any more questions, comments, or concerns. I'm gonna go ahead and let everybody off screen. We're gonna get ready to close out. Y'all did an awesome job tonight. It was good to be back in here, see everybody back in here. Officer Mutaz Akara, did you have anything, brother?
Right, I didn't have anything. I will say again, the sisters are always on point. You can tell they are taking good notes. They are very wonderful students.
Oh yeah, most
dedicated. Absolutely. This is Friday. I try to say it as much as possible. This is a Friday night class in the world. This is not what people will be doing on a Friday night. But these sisters are in here and they are going through it. They are learning. They are practicing. They are putting forth an effort. And that is absolutely to be commended and applauded. We have we have the best sisters in the world. SHABTKA. That's absolutely the truth. Most sisters on the planet. And I have not forgotten where we're going to start off next week. Slakia, I got beat up a little bit. I introduced something. Sisters was not happy. We're gonna get like, no, it's not. What's that thing?
That was, yeah.
We're gonna be well prepared. Next week. We're gonna pick up exactly where we left off, and we're gonna get the system straight. But y'all always do it to wild job.
Salakia, sir, please remember that I need you. I believe we asked that you check on feast, dinner, and banquet. That was where we were supposed to start off the game.
Most high Christ. All right, we will be straight. I'm gonna say this now. So we got a lot of information to go over next weekend. Make sure y'all eat your release now. We're gonna be going. Most high Christ. We're gonna get it all straight.
Most high Christ. Y'all did a Tawab job. Exemplary sisters. Most time Christ, we had more in the world would be in the damn shape that it's in. You feel me? But with that, I'm gonna go ahead and take everybody off screen if y'all didn't have anything else for the night. Everybody Tawab, y'all Tawab. All right. Tawada for joining us tonight. All right, and with that, we're gonna knock these announcements out. Officer Mutaz Akara. One more shout out again to Officer Nakawan for these beautiful head pieces. I ain't know my brother was gonna be in here. Twins is with me. You know what I'm saying? Rocking it out. Hey, I like that joint you got too. That joint.
Oh, nice. I appreciate it. Hey, listen, we rocking. We doing what we do. Listen, I ain't know I was going to keep up with you, but when I saw you, like I said, I saw you post earlier. Let me get myself together. I got to meet his energy because he is not playing right now.
And then look, they match perfect with the background. They match perfect with the background. I got mine in reverse. I didn't even realize my joint was in reverse, but they match perfect with that 55th Lord's Passover that's coming up. We sitting up here Passover ready. You feel me? Passover ready. Don't be surprised if you see it again for the Passover. You feel me? But with that, let's go ahead and get these security announcements out the way. We are the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street out of Harlem, New York. Under Commanding General Yohana. Since 1969, we have been teaching the truth of the Bible, that so-called black, so-called Latinos, so-called Native Indians are God's chosen people. We are the Israelites. You feel me? We are not affiliated with any Christian organization. We're not affiliated with any other fake Israelite group. Sidebar. I know we're doing this security now. Sidebar. Officer Mataza Akra, I'm watching watching one of them court shows last night. I'm working. I hear the reporter announcer say, and these two were Hebrew Israelites who went in there and robbed this and robbed that. And so it perked my ears up, right? I'm wondering what fake group is this? I looked up and they bringing both of them out because they sound like some Moors, right? Talking about they sovereign. You can't tell me this. You can't tell me that. What's your name? And both of them Edomites. Both of them Edomites with the little baby doll tassels on the bottom of their shirt. I said, you can't make this up. You know what I'm saying? Both of them.
When they're wearing purple and gold. Right.
No, they had like just some button-up shirts, like some polo shirts with fringes on the bottom of, or like the button-up church shirts, you know what I'm saying, with fringes on the bottom of. I said you can't make it up. Can't make it up.
And if I could, this is why it's so important being ISUPK, and this is also why we are not affiliated with any other Israelite group. I don't know where they get that from, but they didn't get it from here. All right. This is the home of the truth for a reason.
If I go back to Lock, I'm gonna try to get a screenshot. I might do old TikTok or something on this mess. I mean, because it tripped me out because I wasn't expecting. I expected maybe some purple, you know what I'm saying? But to see both of them Edomites. I mean, full-fledged Edomites. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You know what I'm saying? And both of them got fringes on their shirt. I said, who in the hell? Oh boy, but yeah, I had to say that. We are not affiliated with any Christian organization or any other fake Israelite group. If it's not the ISUPK, it is not the home of the truth. It is not the truth. You know what I'm saying? So like it. If a new brother or sister coming to the school, they're all limit for 6 months. They got to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves with the world. If they need transportation, teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6-month period in which a brother and sister will court each other. After that 6-month period, that brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment found in Numbers chapter 18, verses 21. Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Y'all heard it tonight. It means 10th in the Hebrew. Ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Most High gives you. You want to give to the Treasury Department or the teacher. There's also a priest fund. That priest fund is a free will offering for the priest. It's not mandatory. That can be in whatsoever amount, form, shape, fashion that you would like. Upcoming holy convocations is the Passover. And less than a month, lamb slaughter starting on the 17th. Lamb slaughter starting on the 17th of April. You feel me? We're gonna start the Passover. That Thursday, we're gonna have the all-black party. And look, I was at the all-black party last year. From the clips that I've seen, the preparation that I've seen, that I've been somewhat privy to, I done had a couple of brothers send me, you know what I'm saying, some stuff that ain't released yet. You feel me? When I say it's going to be, you don't want to miss it. If you miss it, you're going to miss a hell of a show. You're going to miss the show of the year. You feel me? Y'all need to make sure y'all going to be in the building. That all-black party going to be off the chain. I really think we going to be like that. But that from what I've seen, that this all-black party is going to be epic. It's going to be absolutely epic. You feel me? Actual Passover is going to be that on the 20th. You also have General Muhammad's scripture breakdown class. You feel me? Then the Feast of Unleavened Bread after that. It's going to be a week long full of events. It's a couple things going on for the kids. You know what I'm saying? That VR joint for the kids, neon joint, I think, for the kids. And it's going to be an awesome time. So if you haven't already, make sure you pay that Passover fee. You feel me? 200, 18, older, free, 17 and younger. You feel me? Go ahead and pay that, knock that on out. I think we all going to be at the same hotel. If you haven't gotten your reservation by now, I know there's a couple more rooms left for that Millennium Hotel. There's a couple more left. I don't think it's that many left. That's where everybody going to be at. The whole hotel, just us, just ISUPK. Hopefully ain't no stragglers done been up in there. You know what I'm saying? But if you haven't already, what you say, out of one?
The Lord be with him if it is.
Hey, for real. Hey, they better tuck their tassels in, nigga. If they in there, they better tuck their tassels in. For real. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, by all means, make sure y'all are there. Y'all are there. Hey, it's almost time. It's almost time. It's gonna be here before you know it. I can't wait for everybody to get together. Us to have a good time and give worship, praise, and honor to our God who brought us out the hands of these devils and is gearing up the whole world to do it again. One more again. You feel me? If there's any brother at school that wants to be a trooper, make sure you're in all black, boots, shirts, pants, headband, war scarf. Sister, make sure your head's are covered when you're in class, when the word is coming out. And with that, did you have anything out of one?
So like the only thing I'm gonna say, and to your point of security announcements, if any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, you have to be in all black. He's make sure he gets in contact with the school.
Most time, correct.
Again, the number 757-550-1204. If a sister wants to be in the school, she needs to get in contact with the school. 757-550-1204. We are an organization, and our culture is about rules and order and structure. And so you can be a student as much as you want, and you can log in and be in these classes, whether it's again the history, brotherhood, scripture breakdown, Lashawan Qadash. You can do all of that. But understand that in order to be in the ISUPK, in order to be a member of this organization, you need to get in contact with our leaders. All right. And in Virginia, as Captain Nakazak Nishah is the head over the entire state. Officer Yarashima is the second in command. So if you want to actually be in the school, get in contact, make the phone call so you can make sure that you are, the protocols are followed and that you are actually in the body. All right. That's all I do for you.
Most High in Christ, and that number for the school is in the ticker at the bottom of the screen, scrolling by. We try to keep that going for you, you know what I'm saying? So that number for the school, 757-550-1204, is at the bottom as well. So again, make sure you contact us. Hey, we all over the place. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. We on Twitter. We all forming on Twitter. We on X. We on TikTok. We on Instagram. We on Facebook. We on YouTube. We on Rumble. We on Tumblr. You know what I'm saying? We are all over the place. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, getting these comments. The whole world can't stand us. They hate us. And I don't care what the topic is. The topic is, it could be somebody found some black licorice. It's going to be a gang of devils in the comments saying, go back to where you came from. You know what I'm saying? Go back to where you came from. So make sure y'all jump in these comments. Let it be known. You feel me? Hey, this thing is about to be over with. The credits for this story is about to get started rolling. We're going to play this.
It's a lot of y'all if I could.
Go ahead, Otto.
It's a lot if I could. We talked about just now if you are in Virginia, but understand ISUPK, we are very. We got schools in every zone across the country. We got schools in the UK, in the West Indies and the islands, and we have schools everywhere. So make sure wherever you if you want to be in this work, if you want to put your brick in, go to isupk.com. You can also Google ISUPK and wherever your zone is, and it will pull up the closest location, the numbers for you to call. Our number 757-550-1204 for Virginia. If anybody's watching this video now or later, and you are not in Virginia, do the research, figure out where you are and where the closest school is, and get in contact with them. It's a lot.
Now, most high in Christ. When you're in the world, you find every lustful thing, you know what I'm saying, you want to get your hands on. You will search high and low under every rock, nook, cranny, you name it. And it should be the same thing when it comes to this truth. So the brother's absolutely correct. You know what I'm saying? We everywhere, couple keystrokes away. You feel me? And unlike a Christian church, unlike this government, when you call, somebody's gonna answer. You feel me? So by all means, make sure y'all do that. And with that, if you don't have anything else out of one, I'm gonna hit them with old Passover Passover commercial before they leave, and we're gonna call it a night.
Most High
Christ. Shalom, Yahbashim, Yahbashah, Bragatha to the brothers, Bragatham to the brothers, Yahweh Shema Al-Thun, Yahweh Shema Al-Thun, Bashim Yahweh to the sisters. All right, with that. Shalom.
Israel, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, under commanding General Yohana, presents the Lord's 55th annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 55th annual Passover is rapidly approaching. Commanding General Yohana is calling for all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to remember what the Lord did for us by saving us from our oppressors and choosing us to be a special people unto Him, the real Jews and Israelites. Passover will be held in Durham, North Carolina. Pay your Passover fee. Anyone 17 years of age or older must pay $200. Come and enjoy fresh lamb, unleavened bread, and the Spirit of Christ. Can't wait to see you all there, Israel. Shalom.
Cabins on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us.